So suppose you want to start buying and selling stocks. Now, normally if we just do it the primitive way, then when you're standing at some time zero, you will probably buy a stock, and let's just say that this stock costs price 100 at time zero, and then the value of your stock will change over time. And if you've ever seen these price charts in the newspapers, you know that the value of the stock is, well, the changes are quite random. They're not just simply predictable. So this equation over here is one way to model the change of the price in the stock, where you consider some fixed interest rate and then a random component that is not determined, where the changes in the stock value, they depend on some kind of Brownian motion, which is basically just random movement. So if we buy a stock at time zero for the price 100, how do we determine when to sell it? Well, there isn't really just one good way. Some people say it depends on intuition. Some people just play it safe and try to earn a little bit of money on every stock they buy. Sometimes you're unlucky and the stock never increases in value and it just goes down, 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 down. So it's a dangerous game playing with stocks. One way to achieve a sense of security is to buy what is called a call option. So instead of buying and selling stocks directly, what a call option does is it gives you the right or the ability to buy a stock for a fixed price K at a fixed time T in the future. And the reason this is, or the reason that this might be a good idea, is that essentially if you don't consider that the call option also costs money, then you can't lose money on this kind of bet. Because let's say you buy a call option and it has expiry time T over here, and it has some strike price K, which goes here. Let me just move the expiry time. Expiry time T. Then at time T, the stock price is actually higher than your strike price. But because you have a call option, then you have the option to buy this stock for just price K. And what you can then do is you can buy it for K and then sell it for S of big T. And sell it for S of big T. So you will gain a profit given by S of big T minus K. So that was the case for if it turns out that the value of the stock lies above your strike price. Now, if it so happens that the stock price deteriorates and it's somewhere down here when your option expires, well then you can just choose not to buy the stock, in which case you will have a loss of 0. So either you stand to gain S of big T minus K, or you stand to lose 0. And that's nice because then on average you don't have any loss. Well, it's not that rosy in reality because you also have to pay a price for the call option. So the call option itself has price V of S at time little t. So depending on when you buy the call option and what the value of the stock is, then this call option will have a different price. And normally the people who sell these call options will try to price the call options such that on average when they've sold a lot of call options, they will be able to not lose money on this. So the goal of this exercise is to find the price of the call option at time 0. So the price of the call option, V of S comma 0. We want to find this. And that is what we will be talking about in the next videos.